A top SNP advisor has warned it could take another 25 years until Scotland achieves complete independence with its own currency. Andrew Wilson, who is a key advisor to Nicola Sturgeon, said Scotland could be independent by 2026, but the currency transition could take even longer. But yesterday the forecast seemed less optimistic as Mr. Wilson admitted the introduction of a new Scottish currency should not take place too soon. His claims are in line with Ms. Sturgeon's idea to implement a new currency moderately. However, during last year's party conference, the SNP demanded to start the transition as soon as practicable. Mr. Wilson was responsible for drawing the SNP's economic roadmap for independence before the coronavirus pandemic. He said, "We're not imaging ourselves into a position of where we would like to be in 10 years, we're dealing with the transition and what that could do to people's jobs and the risk of people moving their money out of the country. We've big integration with the rest of the UK, mortgages, pensions, wages. So if you were to say right from day one that we've our own currency, then you don't know what's going to happen to your pay, your pension. It's risky towards the economy and also politically risky because people would be uncertain and we'd spend the whole referendum campaign talking about what would happen to mortgages and pensions, and therefore having a referendum on what would happen in the first few weeks rather than over the next 25 years. Critics hit out at Mr. Wilson over his policy on the introduction of a new currency, questioning his proposed timeline. In a tweet, Angus MacNeil, the MP for Naich Ilianan and IAR said, "The life chances of many folk cannot have us havering for years." He added that the SNP vote had ruled the currency should be changed as soon as practicable. During an interview with the Herald on Sunday, Mr. Wilson defended his plan, arguing that as soon as practicable did not mean right away. He said Scottish people would need to accept that we don't have monetary sovereignty for the first period after independence.